me just check if everything is okay. Guys, I just want you to know that the time now is 12:57. I was studying and I was like, oh, okay, let me go and sleep. Then I remembered tomorrow is Sunday. And I'm like, do I genuinely want to shoot right now? But at the same time, I'm like, it's like an obligation, you understand? Like, I have to post something on a Sunday. Because then I'm like, no, let me not. And then I shoot tomorrow and post on Monday rather. But at the same time, I know I'll end up postponing that. So it's a thing of just do it now and get it over and done with. So I'm telling you this so that you know that I genuinely do care for those who do tune in every Sunday at 11. Because I feel like if I don't post at our usual time, you're going to get mad at me.
Said I might have lied, I might have told a couple lies just to keep you away. Said I might have lied.
Hola, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, no, let me restart. Hi. Okay. Hi there, welcome back. That is so, guys. I think if anything, I will continuously. Hey, yeah. If anything, I will constantly keep talking about how weird it is for me to come on here and speak to you guys. I think also like with the vlog Shandis, I like it because then I don't have to do like an intro, and I probably like do it on purpose. But then now I actually do have to do an intro because you can't just jump into the video without telling the people what is the video about. So now, if you're new to this channel, welcome to the family. Please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, that means that you are a Blinky. Welcome back home, Blinky. I miss you so much. Anyway, so today Blinky is the video that we're going to do. So I basically put up a poll, Not a poll. Is it a poll? I think it was a poll. It was a poll. So I put up a poll on Instagram and I asked you guys what videos you'd want. Not necessarily what video you'd want to watch, but I had 3 videos that are going to come up. Depending on what you guys want to see first, second, and third, basically. So the 3 options were skincare routine, I believe. I'm going to put it here. So a skincare routine, basically me speaking about the dancing industry in Namibia. And the third one was exam tips. Now, I was checking the day when I put it up. The fight was between the exam tips and the dancing thingy. But however, the dancing thingy won. So that's what the video is about. So basically what we're going to talk about is like the whole dancing scene in Namibia, because I feel like I'm in a position where I can speak about it because I've been dancing. I've been dancing either on Instagram, TikTok. I've worked with artists, stage performance, music video wise. I feel I'm in a position where I can come on here and speak to you guys, not only through my own experience, but also like experiencing through other dancers that I had the privilege of working with, or those that are surrounding me, basically. Like maybe I haven't been in the industry for 11 years, but I was working with somebody who was in the industry for 11 years. So obviously, when you have a connection with somebody like that, you have an idea of what has been happening, what has changed, and all that. Yeah, so I hope you understand what I mean. I hope you understand what it is that you can expect from this video. So if it's something that you feel like you want to watch and you want to hear more about, you're maybe an inspiring dancer, or you just literally want to know, I don't know if I pass literally, but you just basically want to know what's happening in the dancing industry or so in Namibia, stick around, sweetie. Okay, so I also want to mention that I will be drinking this. Once this is done, because it's almost done, I'm going to move on to drinking my water. And then after that, I'm just going to be, like, in the midst of that, I'm going to be chowing on Doritos. So I also want to say that the time is 12 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. I was studying, and to be honest, I was not sure on whether I want to shoot a video and still post. I was not sure on whether I had the energy, because I left the office because I was tired, and my plan was to come and sleep. So when I got here, I was like, okay, let me try. Maybe I am in the mood of shooting. Maybe I will be productive. So far so good. I'm not that sleepy. Now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm not that sleepy. But yeah, to me, let's get into the video. So now, pasties, blinkies. Sorry. So I thought, first of all, I didn't really think much about this video, to be honest. I think in the moment when I thought of it as a video idea, like an idea to shoot a video about, it wasn't like structured to say this is what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to address this and that. So I'm really just going to flow with it. First of all, I felt like the first thing I should do is speak about my journey starting off as a dancer. So I've been dancing. Wait. Okay. So I have been dancing for my whole life, basically. When I was younger, I've been dancing my whole life. When I was like younger, I almost say primary, in like daycare, kindergarten, shandies, I used to dance. I enjoyed dancing, and I think from there already my mom could see that, oh, she loves dancing. My mom dances. I would love to say that I got like the talent of dancing from my mom. I did actually, because my mom dances, but my mom is a waist warrior. That's the difference between my mom and I, because I can move my waist here and there, but my mother, what my mother does, my mom is a waist warrior, guys. My mother is a waist warrior. There by her waist. Yeah, my mom is a waist warrior. So I've been dancing since I was like very young, basically. And then so I've been dancing. I hope you guys can hear me. I've been dancing since, I remember when I was grade 1. Was I grade 1? Yeah, I remember when I was grade 1. We had a, wait man. I think it's like hard for me to speak after drinking the cool drink, then I have to speak. It's a bit like my words, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So when I was grade 1, I remember we had like a dancing group in the primary school, basically. And I remember being one of the youngest people to be in the dancing group, because my mom told the teacher, my grade 1 teacher, she was in charge of the dancers now. She told the teacher that no, she can dance, she enjoys dancing. So if there's something that involves that, dialogue. And then my teacher, my grade 1 teacher, was like, no, you must come and join us, let's dance. The first day I got there, they taught me everything and I was doing good, you know. I joined the dancing group for the school when I was grade 1, and then basically I was part of them my whole life, my whole primary life. I schooled there from grade 1 until 7. Then I was part of the dancing thingy, the dancing group. It was called the dancing group. We didn't have like a specific name like Oshakati Waist or something. It was just dancing group, you know. And then when I went to high school, I was dancing for like, I think my first 2 years there. Then I stopped dancing for some reason. I just had no interest for it. Also, I felt like the dancing there was a bit shaky. So also I remember like when I was grade 12, I felt like I'm gonna forget how to dance because I don't dance that much anymore, basically. And I remember people who were with me in grade, the ones who joined the school in grade 11, I believe, and 12, like they had no knowledge of me dancing, basically. So when I came to varsity and I'm dancing, they're like, oh, you can dance. Because in high school, I wasn't really like into the whole dancing thing. Then when I came to varsity, there's a thing of like, I used to stay with Jessica a lot, and Jessica was like, bruh, you dance really good, you need to start showcasing your talent, you know, you could be making a few coins on the side based because of your dancing, you know. And it's just a thing of like, share your talent, bruh, dance, post, do content and all that. Jessica is such a force, guys. I feel like every person needs a Jessica in their lives, because she's such a, like, is a person who will constantly tell you to like create content, post, you know, don't be lazy, such things. So yeah, that's me with my dancing. The video is not going to be that long. It's not going to be as long as I would have wanted it to be. maybe not as detailed, I would say, but hopefully it is. So now, in terms of like getting into the whole dancing scene, for me, dancing on Instagram is cool. Like being a dancer and just basically showcasing your talent, be it on Instagram or TikTok, is really cool because for me, it's a thing of like you dance and then people want to collaborate with you. They'll pay you to do something, to wear their shirt. Like for me in the beginning, there's a thing of like you wear somebody's shirt, branded shirt basically in one of your videos, and then that's user generated content like that. I don't know. Like I pay you to just, not I pay you, but like in exchange for the shirt, you dance with the shirt basically. That's all I got, a shirt. When I think of it, it's a bit fun. It's giving TikTok test. Sorry. You know, but also the same thing is like the problem is I keep stopping in between the videos. What was I saying? Guys, what was I saying, bruh? So yeah, I started off dancing on Instagram, basically dancing with people's t-shirts, you know. And then I started dancing with Top Jerry, what? No man, yeah, babe, sorry. Then I started dancing with Top Cherry, basically. Somebody said I like to use the word basically a lot. My chomede Jean said I use the word basically a lot, and I really do. I've just noticed it. So yeah, then last year I started dancing for Top Cherry, which was like my first stage performance experience basically. Like I used to dance on stages, but that was like in primary, in high school, once in a while here and there. And also those stages were not that tough, but I was just like a big artist. Because Top Cherry is, if there's one thing I would say I noticed when I worked with her, it was a thing of like, I was able to see how much of a big artist she is. Somebody else, like, I think before working with her, I didn't think much, you know. I did know you have a fan base here and there, you know, you exist or whatever, but I think once I did work with her, that's when I was able to see that, nah, man, this is like one of Namibia's top artists. As much as people would want to deny or so, these are one of the people who are like persistently booked, you understand? So it was a thing of like, now you're representing a brand, you're working with a huge brand. So now when you get on that stage, you don't just go there with your high school and primary experience. To me, the whole concept changes basically, you know. You have to change a lot in terms of your energy because you also want to be like give a proper performance. Now what the video is about, what I wanted to address in the video basically, for me, I feel like if there's anything I've noticed, the video is all over the place. It's really all over the place. Either way, what I was saying is, I think what I'm trying to focus on more, rather, is to say, like, as a dancer, if you pull up and say, I'm a dancer and I want to work with certain people, if there's something I've noticed is that Namibian people, Namibian artists, Namibian brands, whatever, do not cherish dancers, you understand? Like, it's a thing of, especially, I feel like, especially when you're trying to grow your brand, you know, and people don't know you that well, but they do know that you're good at what you do. It's a thing of like, yeah, come work with me, but for exposure, you know. It's a thing of like, yeah, come work with me, but I'm not going to pay you an amount that is worth your energy. You understand? I'm just going to give you 200, 100, you know, something very small, because you are also not well known, you know, and you need the money and you are desperate, as much as I actually do need you for my set, because with you on my set, then I feel like also the whole thing of like having a dancer, sometimes in most cases, it's a thing of like, your set is completely different, bruh. Like, your set is more exciting because now there's dancing. Like, for example, with DJ Alba, it was a thing of like, her on her own, she used to do good, you know. It was a thing of like, yeah, she's doing very well. She's, you know, she's the girl. But the moment she put Lishen on her set, completely something out of the world, because now it's no longer a thing of like, I'm just chilling and I'm listening to music like, oh, DJ, you're doing that. You know, it's a thing of like, now I'm actually watching the DJ and her dancer and they're performing, and there's this thing of like, they're so in sync, bro, they're so perfect together, you know. So I'm actually watching the performance. It's not just merely you playing music, but me watching you. Even when you do go back to the deck and you're standing there with Lishen, I'm able to watch and still enjoy, because I know here and there they do come close to me and interact with me through their dancing basically. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Lishen is DJ Alba's dancer, guys. She dances with DJ Alba, in case I was just mentioning names. But yeah, like even for Top, for Top Cherry, it's the same thing basically. It's a thing of like, yeah, Top Cherry is powerful when she gets on stage. She's so interactive with her audience. She's doing well. But the moment she's having dancers, it's another situation to me. It just becomes even more fun, watching people dancing the same choreography, doing the same thing. So it's a thing of like having a dancer does add value to your set. So my chat is, why then do you feel like I should not be paid more? Or I should not be paid an amount that is equivalent to how important I am on your set? You understand what I mean? Oh guys, I'm all over the place, bruh. I am very grateful. I'll start by saying I'm very grateful that my first experience of stage performance was amazing. It was completely great. Like my first experience of stage performance was great. It was amazing because it was a thing of like, come performances, you are picked up if you don't have cab to go there, they'll pay for a cab, Come outfits, your outfits are sorted, you are hungry, you're eating, you're taken to the location. It was never a thing of like, you guys are just pickup dancers, you go to general while the artist is being in VIP. It was a thing of like, you guys are actually taken care of, we're a team, we're together. And it's a thing of like, our artists will fight and say, no, that's my team, I'm not going to leave them there. They either come with me or I will join them in general, you understand? So I'm very grateful for my experience of stage performance, even though it's something I feel like I'm not going to do again. I just feel like my heart is not, I don't know, man. Like I feel like it was something I was meant to experience, dancing on stage with an artist. It was so cool, but now I just don't think I'm working towards continuing. Unless, of course, it's a thing of like, yeah, you are paying me. You understand? Like, and when I say, I mean, as much as you get is how much I get. And even with the pay, with the artist that I worked with, it was a thing of like, it was so reasonable because don't forget that the person is paying for your feeds for you to be fed and all that. So it was a thing of like, it was nah. Me, I know of people who are working with an artist. You get paid $500. Your $500, you must find a way to come to rehearsals. Your $500, you must find your jeans and your shoes because I'm only giving you a tira with my name on it to come and dance. $500, I might bring you to the show, but I don't know. After the show, I might drink and get drunk, so you might have to go home with your $500. You understand? So it's a thing of like, I am honestly entirely grateful. That is the way I'm speaking. I am honestly entirely grateful for my experience. But now also when it comes to dancing, the dancing scene is also a thing of like, people don't check you also, bruh. People don't check you. People love the idea of saying that I have a dancer, People love the idea of saying I'm working with this dancer or whatever, but they don't check you at all. I think people also tend to like they just don't understand, which is something I already said earlier. They don't understand what value you add, to their craft, So I think the worst part is also working with somebody who is very, what is the word? What is the English word, guys? When everything is just about you. It's not pessimistic. What's the word? Yeah. When I forgot the English word, but basically when you're working with somebody who feels like everything is just about them, as an artist, everything is just me. Like, for example, how I said that, at least for Top, it does a thing of like, if we are in general and she's placed in VIP, she will say, nah, bring my people to me or I'm going to my people, But if you're working with somebody who's selfish, it's a thing of like, yeah, they can stay there. I don't care where they are. They can stay there. It's about me. I really don't care about you. We only meet up when we have to perform. We don't meet up when it does not have to do with performance, because it's work basically. And you don't have this chemistry thing. And I feel like sometimes on stage it genuinely shows, when there's no chemistry between you and your dancers. It shows on stage because now we can see that there's just no communication. It's not giving togetherness. You understand? I think for me also, like, if you are like an upcoming dancer, if you want to get into the industry, definitely I understand that in the very beginning you will not be paid what one is being paid now, for example. In the beginning things will not go as smoothly as you want them to be, even for things like music videos. I remember the number of music videos I did was probably like 3, 4. And it's just because it was a time where, because as a student also you're trying to you're trying to earn money, guys. The way I'm speaking, oh Mkuruwanje, please don't mind my English. I'm very sleepy, so there's a lot of yeah. So basically, as a student, you're like basically trying to have different streams of income. Most now that you have different streams of income, and you're basically trying to get money here and there. So if somebody says, "Now, will you come in the music video? I'm going to pay you 500," you'll chip. Which is something, when I think of it, I'm just like, yeah, for all those hours you are there for that music video, which will last so long, you know, and they have money to buy drinks and alcohol and wow, but they're only paying you 500. It's a bit, you know, but also like at that moment you do need the money, so you do it. So I feel like in the very beginning, don't expect like Zach, don't expect to just be like an instant success, unless of course your story is different. Maybe for you it's gonna be different and not like similar to many of us. So if yours is a thing of like you get into the industry and already you're being paid 5k 10k shandis, then yeah, that's really cool, man. But also like you should appreciate those processes of where you are just not earning that much, where you still feel like you are looked down at, you know. It's a normal thing, basically. It's a normal thing. But then if you do continue working on your craft, I think also for me personally, I'm at a stage where I feel like if you come to me as an artist, if you come to me as a brand, I'm going to price you. I'm going to price you what I know I deserve. I'm going to price you like the amount of energy and effort that I put into my craft, because it's a thing of like, I also know I'm a brand now, you know. I know what crowd I can pull. I know I have an audience. I know where I stand when it comes to this act. You understand? I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's like a thing of like, I really know who I am. I know how much I deserve, you know, because if I'm doing something, I'm doing it with my whole heart. I'm trying to perform for him. I must go make a choreography, then I must do all that, and I must come and settle for something less. I think I'm in a point where I'm not going to settle, which is why also one of the reasons why I think, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to mention that, but yeah. It's so sad that people don't check the dancers, because now the dancers are just on Instagram to me. They're just stuck on Instagram. And the sad part is for others, it's a thing of like, yeah, your Instagram is getting you collaborations, your Instagram is making you money. But for others, they're just dancing to me. They are just dancing and receiving nothing. And sometimes it's a thing of like, yeah, you genuinely do enjoy it. And it's good because you enjoy it, and it's something that, because when you do something you love, it's no longer going to be like work, you know. It's not going to be something that's a burden. But also I think it will also be great if you're able to earn something out of it. You understand? What more do I have to say, man, about dancing? The industry is weird, bruh. You also cannot go say that you're going to leave school and become a dancer in Namibia. No. It's not giving career. It's not giving leave school for it. But it's also giving build your brand. Build it so that you're able to actually like earn, you know, so that you're actually able to like earn the amount of money that you rightfully deserve. I would say also don't settle for things like, yeah, wear my tira and then you do this. Don't settle for things like, yeah, come to my music video because of exposure and all that. I would say don't do that, but also like if you don't do, then how are you able to build your brand? You understand? So maybe do it to a certain extent, you know, to a certain extent, and then at some point where you feel like, no, I have built my brand, I have built a platform where people do know me, can recognize me. I can't anymore settle for the small things or so, you know. But it's really like a really cool scene. I also think another thing I did not mention is underrated dancers. But there's so many talented people, but they're so underrated. Be it that followers, you know, people just noticing them. They are so good. And sometimes a thing of like, because you are well known, people think, yeah, you're good, but then here's somebody who's underrated, but they're even way better than you. But also at the same time, it's like, it's not a competition. Like for me personally, I'm not gonna lie, when I came to Bentley, it was a thing of like, there's so many amazing dancers, but never did I feel like who is better than me. I am trying to compete with who and who. There's always a thing of like, they are good and they're doing well on their side, but I'm not trying to be better than them, and I'm not trying to be like them or anything like that. It's just a thing of like, I'm enjoying dancing, Chomi. Sounds straight. It was just a thing of like, I enjoy dancing and I also want to be you know, posting my videos and all that, but never was it from a place of I'm trying to be better than any of them, which is why I think I'm able to be, I am content, you know, with where I am. It's never a thing of like I'm trying to be better than anybody, and it should also be like something that you want, you know. It shouldn't be a thing of like you're looking at somebody and you're like, I want to be better than you. Rather use it as like fuel to do better. Rather use it as motivation to build your brand, but don't look at other people and want to fight them so that you're able to take their position or rank them down and be where they are, you know. I feel like you're not able to progress properly when everything for you is just a competition. But yeah, that was all I think I had. If anything, if I'm gonna do like a part 2, you can also like base your questions in the comment section so that if I have to do a part 2, I'm able to like be more specific based on what you have asked, and then I'm able to also answer your questions so that it's something that's a bit more structured, you know, something that's a bit more about what you want to hear. But you can also ask your questions in the comment section, and then I'm basing and then checking through how many people have asked questions, and I can check, oh, okay, we actually do need like a part 2. If you have made it this far, the video was very short. It was very short, I know, but I really thought it was not going to be this short, but I underestimated it. But yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. My phone is like this. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to me. Also, thank you so much for 4,000 followers. I'm going that here. Thank you so much for 4,000 followers. Subscribers, no. But thank you. Guys, I think we've also like established the fact that I'm very awkward and partially shy on this channel. But yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. I think sometimes you think you subscribed, but you did not subscribe. So just check. Just subscribe to me. Just subscribe, please. You know? And yeah, I'm going to see you guys the other Sunday. I love you so much. Like, I love you guys so much. Now I'm going to sleep. I'm going to edit. And then I post. I'll probably just make the cover. Oh, I have to take pictures for my thumbnail. So...
Said I might have lied, I might have told a couple lies just to keep you away.